is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, The Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on The Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations. The in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave, here's Jason Walker.
Yo, happy Monday and happy March. The Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations. The in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. And yeah, it's a new month. We've made it through 2 months of 2020. And we got, 10 to go, right? My math is right. Welcome to the show. Happy birthday yesterday. Got to get this out of the way. To my son, Bob. Was with some Army buddies over at Kansas City. They went to the PBR. We'll have an update on the PBR in a moment. Jess Lockwood did well, but is he going to ride for the next few weeks? We'll check that out. Today on the show, Guy Almquist will join us, talk Capital basketball, look ahead to divisionals, which start for the AA this week. We have 4 challenge games and divisionals tonight. We'll run through those as my West Yellowstone Lady Wolverines try to make it to the state tournament, and they play in a challenge game against Manhattan Christian tonight. And we will give you all the schedules. There's four total challenge games today. And let's see, what else are we going to talk about? Oh, we got on this day in history, pretty big one. Walk-off is coming up. We'll talk the Frontier Conference playoffs, which get going tomorrow night as well. Of course, you can watch us anytime on Facebook.com/The Jason Walker Show, YouTube.com/The Jason Walker Show. You can tweet us anytime at JWalkerSports. Follow along on TreasureStateRadio.com, Podbean, and Network One Sports. You can email us for anything, JasonWalkerSports@gmail.com. That includes your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. What stuck out for you over the weekend? And as always, you can always go to JasonWalkerShow.com for literally any past shows. So that's cool. I gotta begin the show with one of the nominations for, to me, Performance of the Week, and that is the Dawson Community College men's basketball team, which won the Region 13 championship for the first time in 49 years over the weekend. They beat Miles Community College, an Eastern Montana affair, and knocked them out on Saturday night, 96-95. Cameron Dunphy hit a free throw with 5 seconds left. And what a great basketball game, back and forth all day, or all game long. And 13 ties, 10 lead changes. Dawson had 6 guys in double figures to get the win. Shot almost 55% from the three-point line. So now Dawson heads off to the district championship game, which will be Thursday at Indian Hills Community College at Iowa. But good seasons by both Dawson and Miles, and Dawson's will continue. So that's an early nod for Performance of the Week, a nomination. You can, again, get yours in at JasonWalkerSports@gmail.com. You can Facebook us. You can tweet us if you would like to as well. What else stood out to me over the weekend? We mentioned the challenge games coming up. It is National Old Stuff Day. I don't know what that means. Aside from that, I'm wearing an old sweatshirt on this Monday, first Monday of March. It is National Banana Cream Pie Day. Not a big fan of that. World Teen Mental Wellness Day, and National Read Across America Day, also known as Dr. Seuss Day. It's Dr. Seuss's birthday today, or would have been. But a couple of things there that have stuck out. Let's see. Montana football opened up spring camp today, just about an hour ago, honestly, over at Washington Grizzly Stadium in Missoula. 15 practices coming up. They'll have their spring game April 10th, the Grizz will, in Hamilton. But a couple of storylines you can read about on 406mtsports.com. Who will be the starting quarterback? How do you replace Dante Olson in the middle of that defense? Jace Lewis probably of Townsend, the next best option. But I think, that's the biggest thing is quarterback. You've got Cam Humphrey, who's started 3 games last year when Dalton Snead was injured and has played in 17 games in the course of his career. Robbie Patterson transferred in from Saddleback Community College. He got injured last year, tore a knee, so he's battling back. Bozeman redshirt freshman Chris Brown is another option. There's a couple of other youngins on that roster as well. So who will take over for the Grizz? So a couple of different key positions, definitely. All right, let's see. What else stood out to me? Oh, here's the big news of the weekend to me, because I've talked with this guy a few times and a big fan of Les Meyer. But Fairfield's going to be needing a new coach because for the first time since 1997, it will not be Les Meyer. 3 state championships, 8 championship game appearances, and Meyer is heading off to Frenchtown. Well, he'll be the superintendent of schools at Frenchtown. So he will no longer be the football coach at Fairfield. He will no longer be the superintendent at Fairfield. And that's a big loss for Class B football. I mean, Fairfield has been a dominant powerhouse and one of the go-to, like when you're filling out your top 5 preseason, you put Fairfield usually in the top 2 or 3 every year because of the success that they've had. Meyer is 49, played football at Rocky, and you got 2 kids that played for him at Fairfield. Tucker, who spent a year on the Grizz coaching staff last year, now heading off to Mississippi State to join Mike Leach. And then Ryder Meyer, who's a redshirt freshman this coming fall for the Grizzly football team. So pretty successful campaign. Tucker played at Rocky as well, and like his dad. But yeah, 181 and 52 record in 23 years. Lost to Manhattan in the semifinals, 25-19 last fall. I had Fairfield winning it all, and then Manhattan knocked them off, which was a surprise. But so it was. That's a big loss to Fairfield and Class B football in general. He will not be coaching at Fairfield or at Frenchtown. Dustin Gordon, girls basketball coach, becomes the new superintendent at Fairfield. But Meyer says he will not be coaching. He just wants to watch Ryder, which will be, Ryder's pretty fun to watch. And congratulations, though. Great career for Les Meyer, who steps down at Fairfield to head over to become the soup at Frenchtown. So that's a tough loss, like I said, for Class B football, man. It's those are some good football teams that they've had. What else stuck out? This would be a nomination for Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, I think. How about the Missoula Lady Bruins U19 hockey team? Won the 4th consecutive state hockey championship. They beat the Flathead Fusion 7-2. And so Flathead actually led 2-1. But then Missoula outshot Flathead 46-14 overall. Aubrey McKay had 12 saves. So these girls basically started this team up when they were like 12, and they've won a whole bunch of championships. 4th straight state hockey girls championship. So congrats to them. That's a nomination, I think. Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. You have Frontier Playoffs. We're going to talk about that coming up a little bit later on. Jess Lockwood we'll talk about as well, and the PBR. MSU Billings, we talked to Daniel Cipriano last week about the great start that the great season they had a year ago. The Yellow Jackets at MSUB. Well, they opened up the Great Northwest Athletic Conference schedule over the weekend at Western Oregon. And I think, they go 2-2 in conference play over the weekend, losing twice, winning twice. But Daniel Cipriano, I don't think hit a home run, if you look at it. But MSUB, good baseball. Western Oregon, good baseball as well. That D2 baseball is a lot of fun to watch. If you've ever gotten a chance, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it, you need to, because it's good stuff. I got the chance for a couple of years to cover Mesa State, now Colorado Mesa, down at Grand Junction, and that D2, man, so good. That's some really, really good baseball, and good luck to the Yellow Jackets this year. Hopefully, we'll talk to them more. MSUB women's basketball lost, but will be in the national or in the their conference tournament. Helena Bighorns clinching a spot in the playoffs. Surprisingly, given the start to the year that the Bighorns had. They're now going to be playing Great Falls in the Frontier Division playoffs, which starts this week. But, you figure Great Falls is going to dominate that. You'd have to think the way that they've played. But, yeah, the Bighorns getting in to the Frontier Division of the NA3HL tournament. So there you go. They needed to win, and they did. So congratulations. Cats, men, big road sweep over the weekend. What else happened that was good stuff? Grizz split. Lady Grizz, huge wins. Bobcat women, a couple of big wins. What is that, 17 conference wins so far? And that is the most ever in Big Sky Conference history. Of course, it's been expanded. Lady Grizz had 16 multiple times, but Montana State women now with 17, and they hold that record. Final weekend of the regular season in the Big Sky Conference this weekend. How about Rocky Mountain College ski team? They just keep doing well. They were at Boise area, Bogus Basin, and did really well. Alexander Selberg, we talked about him. Esther Jakobsen, individual champs at the U.S. Collegiate Ski and Snowboard Association West Regional Championship Saturday. So congratulations to Rocky ski team, and that's impressive. They've had a really good ski team the last couple of years, and now they head off to nationals. So the Rocky women will be joined by British Columbia, Whitman College, and University of Washington at nationals. The men's teams, Rocky, College of Idaho, Air Force, and Colorado Mesa. That national ski, Lake Placid, New York, starting this weekend, running through next week. Starts on the 8th. So it starts Sunday, this coming Sunday, and runs through the 14th. Don't forget, you got the Big Sky. You got the national NCAA national championships at Bridger Bowl this year, too, in just a couple of weeks. So lots of skiing for the state of Montana, which, of course, we all know. So the wife wants me to go skiing this weekend. I haven't skied in 4 years, I think. 3 years. We took the little one sledding over the weekend. That was fun. Her first attempts in the sled. She had a good time. It was a little chilly with the wind, but the wife wants me to go skiing. And so when we started dating, she knows I like to play golf. And she goes, well, what if I buy clubs and we start playing golf together? I said, that's cool. It's awesome, like date time. She goes, but you have to take up skiing again. And before that, I hadn't skied in like 20 years. And I don't mind it. It's cold. My sport's better. Golf is better. Because if I hit a tree with my head in golf, I'm not going to Sonny Bono like you would in skiing. It's warmer. Golf is much warmer. I can wear shorts. and I don't have to dress in 17 layers. I also don't have to wear a helmet, although maybe sometimes I should when I golf. It's just there's so much better. I can have a couple of drinks on the course and be, it's going to be fine. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go skiing this weekend. It's cold. Who wants to go where it's cold? Stay warm, right? Wait for nice. I think I might golf. I actually might golf on Friday. I don't know. Maybe I'll go skiing. Weigh in. Should I go skiing this weekend with the wife? Let me know. Jay Walker Sports on the Twitter. Don't forget, Helena Accommodations. Make sure you go to HelenaAccommodations.com just for booking next summer and next winter and next fall. But notable milestones happen all the time in the world of sports, and they happened recently at Helena Accommodations too. The 100th straight 5-star rating from a client happened. Dorme Bene Sleep Well extended stay environment has created terrific referral and repeat business, so much success that Helena Accommodations is almost always about to be sold out. They've had to turn down, gee, I sound like Joe Biden trying to talk. They've had to turn down prospective clients and even repeat clients and refer them to others. So they need to expand, and this is where you come in. If you're a real estate owner and have a terrific property, single family, duplex, or even especially a fourplex, it might be time to discuss joining Helena Accommodations as an affiliate extended stay provider. Give James Yount a call. 422-6702. Have a discussion about this business opportunity. That's James, 422-6702. Dorme Bene. Sleep well. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk to Capital coach Guy Almquist. They're the 2 seed. The boys are at this weekend's Western Divisionals, and we'll set your divisionals for the Western AA and Eastern AA coming up next. This is the Jason Walker Show. Inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, we're coming right back with Guy Almquist.
More of the Jason Walker Show coming up.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, It feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
It's a Monday, Jason Walker Show, inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Talked about going golfing possibly on Friday before the show. And I think you should join me. And I think you should join me at Green Meadow Country Club. So if you've not signed up yet, you need to do this. Go become a member at Green Meadow Country Club. It is awesome. Just for a multitude of reasons. We've talked about the reciprocity that you get to golf at other great places across the state, like Meadowlark or in Billings, Missoula, Butte Country Club, Riverside, and Bozeman. And they've got a great events planned this month. And can't wait to talk about some of those. They got karaoke coming up the end of the month. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. I'll talk about that in a second. But if you've not done so, go out there, Green Meadow Country Club, talk to them about signing up to become a member. And you get full benefits. You got you don't like to work out in front of a lot of people. Well, you got the fitness center at Green Meadow Country Club. You don't have to work out in front of a lot of people. You do it in your own, on your own time, obviously. But you get a great chance to just meet some great people. I told you last week about playing in the cribbage tournament with my wife. Had so much fun. And even though we lost, you still have a good time. The food is unbelievable. I mean, there's so many great things to talk about. Just go do what I said. Go talk to Green Meadow Country Club. Tell them you heard it on the Jason Walker Show. Sign up, become a member, and then we golf on Friday. You and I will go out and golf Friday. It's supposed to be like 63. So let's go do it. Get out to Green Meadow and become a member. I'm just telling you. Get your nominations in, by the way, for the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. I've got a couple of good ones that I've already given you. You can weigh in on yours. Tweet us, Facebook us, email. JasonWalkerSports@gmail.com. Got us some good ones. And, yeah, still to come, we're going to talk some Frontier basketball. Regular season came to an end over the weekend. Some teams needed to win. They did not. Some teams did. They did, and some teams needed some help, and they got it. And we'll break it all down for you coming up. Got the end of the Class AA regular season over the weekend as well. And basically, the Western AA divisionals, which start this week in Missoula, the boys and the girls brackets are very eerily similar, and we'll talk about that too coming up. But looking forward to it. Oh, before I forget, this is what I was talking about. No, I'll save it. I'll save the story. I have a great idea for karaoke, and I'm going to save the story. Okay. Let's talk basketball. Joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline is the head coach of the Capital Boys in his 14th season. They have the 2 seed in the West, and they will play Flathead at divisionals on Thursday night. They had to play Flathead over the weekend and Glacier, both on the road. And to talk about that weekend and look ahead to the divisionals, the head coach, Guy Almquist, joining us now here on the Jason Walker Show. Another nice weekend for the Bruins on the road. And we talked about this, Coach, last week. It's a place where you guys have played well at Glacier and at Flathead in the past few years, and it showed again over the weekend.
I did. We had a great week of practice. I thought really actually one of the best weeks of practice we've had all year, which was great to see this late in the season. We went up there very focused. We had one back quarter out in both games combined. We're very aggressive, very confident in what we're doing, which was definitely what we focused on last week, and came away with 2 good wins.
Of course, a lot of the talk about Trevor Swanson and the way he's played the last few weeks, but big weekend on the offensive side of the ball with 20 and 24, and that's going to get a lot of games won if your big shooters are coming through like that.
Yeah, we talked about Trevor. Trevor can really start to heat up, and he's not afraid of the big moment. We're getting closer and closer to the biggest moments of the year, and he's playing his best basketball, and the guys are getting in the ball. You know, we tied the school record Friday night with 26 assists, and we broke it on Saturday afternoon with 28, which is kind of incredible when you think about playing basketball since 1973, and you had the two top nights in assists within 18 hours of one another.
Wow.
But we're really passing the ball well. Trevor's finishing. Parker Johnson had 8 assists one night and 10 the next. Just a lot of guys playing well.
Talk a lot about over the last few weeks, Case Darko Kelly and the 3 weeks that he had, but you can't average a triple-double if you don't dish the ball, and that's another thing, like you just said. The Bruins are doing it very well, and I know as a coach, you preach rebounding, defense, and sharing the ball, and you're doing all three right now.
Yeah, we're running equal opportunity offense. I think we've got the type of ability where everyone can do their part, and they're very unselfish. And so we really have talked about sharing the ball. I mean, when we push in transition, I think we pass the ball ahead about as well as we ever have, actually, at Capital. And these guys are just sharing it. They don't care who gets the credit. And then they're all willing to shoot it when they're open. You got to have those guys who can make shots at the end. And we've got a group of guys who are willing to do that. So it's just fun to watch them play. I think when we play with that type of energy on offense, just our confidence continues to increase. And in both those games, the more the game went on, the better we got. We scored 47 points in the second half of each one of those games. And I think it kind of has a cumulative effect on the other team.
Guy Almquist, the head coach of Capital Boys Basketball, joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And I ask coaches this a lot this time of the year. You obviously want to be playing your best basketball. You feel like you're there? Yeah, I think so. I think, again, I kind of go back to you want to play your best basketball, but it really, how confident are you? How confident are you in each other, yourself, in what you're doing? And we've really put a premium on that in the last 10 days, I would say. And I think that second half crosstown really helped us this weekend, and it's just kind of propelling us into the tournament. So I think we're as confident as we've been all year, and we're going to need to be. We're going to face tough competition. You do open up the divisionals at Missoula with Flathead again. Is it easier because you just saw them, or is it harder because you just saw them? Well, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty unique. All 4 matchups were all played last weekend. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of a unique scenario. And then with the seeds being almost identical to the girls' side, it's unique. It's just kind of an odd deal. But, yeah, I mean, there's no secrets. That's for sure. There's no secrets between any of the teams. So we know what they're about. They know what we're about. Again, we're going to focus on us this week, making sure we're playing aggressive. I'm going to go back to that confidence thing. And then, we've got to play, a little bit better full-court defense, I think, to have some success as well. When you look at tournament play and, especially the seniors, there's 2 for sure games remaining in their career. And obviously the way that you guys have played, there's looking to be more, but they have 1 weekend for sure of basketball to play. How do you approach it with those guys, those upperclassmen like that? Because you gotta live every day as it's your last and all that, could be your last games. But you obviously don't want to think about that and say, these are going to be your last game. So how do you approach that dichotomy of that? Yeah, we just talk about enjoying every second of every minute, every day. Just enjoy playing with each other, and don't take it for granted. It's been a great year so far. This has been a team that's got great camaraderie, play well together. Just enjoy it, and not just games. I mean, we're talking enjoy the bus rides and enjoy team dinners, enjoy practice, enjoy that grind, because when it's gone, it's going to be missed. This group really has a great feel to it. And so I guess we don't talk about much it'll be the last this or that. It's just that, the season is fleeting. We've got to enjoy every second of it and really focus in on that. Capital Boys coach Guy Almquist, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. It is March now. It is now officially the hashtag March Madness. Not a lot of time for you to watch a lot of other games across the country, college-wise or even the pros, but you're focused on your Bruins team. But there's still some great basketball being played, not just in the AA level across the state of Montana. Do you get a chance to catch up on the A's, the B's, and the C's at all?
Yeah, I've got a lot of friends in the coaching profession that I keep in touch with, and actually talk on the phone here and there, and during the season, especially when we don't play each other, and actually even share ideas with. And I definitely follow it. For instance, just a couple examples. Twin Bridges, Josh Keller coaches them. We played them this summer. He came up to our tournament this summer because he knew we had a good team and wanted to play against tougher competition. Brody Kelly and I, he's at Butte Central. He and I are great friends and throw things off each other every week, trying to help each other out. So, Jeff Belch played against him in high school, in college. Same with Jim Sturgar. Just keeping track of all these guys and all their teams. They all do such a great job. And John Hollow of Big Fork, we stay in contact. So you're always paying attention to how your friends in the coaching profession are doing, and it's kind of fun to see.
You've been around the game a long time, Coach. Do you tell the guys anything different because it is tournament time and it is a different breed?
Well, again, I think we talk about the time is now to be at your best, and it's about preparation. And we can control a certain amount of that in practice, but there's a lot of individual preparation that has to happen. And when we're talking about that, it's not, a very small amount of that is X's and O's. A lot of it is ensure you're getting sleep, your nutrition, you're drinking lots of water, you're doing whatever you have to mentally to get prepared to play your best and to play loose and to really enjoy the experience. And so we talked quite a bit about that this last 2-3 weeks, and we'll talk more about that this week. But it's about being able to go on that floor in the tournament time and letting it rip. And that's, there's the examples of maybe Crosstown where some would say, oh, it's just another game. I despise that thought process. I want our guys to know, no, it's not. We want to practice getting up for a big game. We got to play better at this time of year when it matters more. And I hope our kids can do that this weekend. That's very insightful. I love that. Off topic of basketball, are you a memorabilia collector at all? Not really. I think it's neat. I like to look at it, but myself, I don't do much of it. So okay. So do you don't have like any autographs or anything that you have to have? Not really. I don't have a ton of that stuff. The only thing I keep like tickets to major events I've gone to throughout time. Sure. I keep that kind of stuff. Memorabilia so much. Okay. I'm wondering. It's different questions for a different week here. Because we got a lot of stuff here in the man cave that we have to we display. So that's why I was asking. I do have. You might be interested. I don't have much myself. What's that? I think it's great stuff. I like looking at it. I just don't have a ton of it myself. Yeah, that's true. No, I used to not have a lot, and I still really don't. But I do have. I have to show you this sometime. Next time we work together, I have a 1991 autographed LA Lakers. All of the 91 Lakers signed a piece of paper, and it's framed and autographed. And I don't know where I got it. Cool. Somebody donated it to my dad's sports bar like 10 years ago, and we ended up with it. So I'll have to find a spot to put it up. Is Magic on that one? That's the year he retired. Hold on, I'll grab it. I believe he is. It's got. Let's see, Cooper, Byron Scott. Let's see here. Can't read some of these names. James Worthy. I don't see AC Green. I don't know if Magic is on. Oh, it's 1990 LA Lakers. I thought it was 91, but it's 1990. Was it Michael Thompson? Was he 43? Yeah. Okay. There is Magic Johnson, I believe, right there. So there you go. Yeah. 1990, he was still playing. Yep. See, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys signed it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So you're a Lakers guy, so. I am a Lakers guy. I don't know why I was thinking about memorabilia this week, but I was, and so I had to ask you. But all right. So Thursday night, 5 o'clock, Flathead in your old stomping grounds over there at Sentinel. Good luck, and we'll talk to you before you head to state next week. All right. I appreciate it, Jason. That is Guy Almquist joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, as do all of our guests appear on that Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a home or a car.
It is the 6 months you save for that Ultra HD flat screen just in time for football season, and the overtime that you work for that third car so your team can drive himself to practice. Now, while other insurance companies see them as a bundle or a combo, State Farm agent Mike Miller sees your home and car as things you work really hard for. Mike understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena for your home and auto insurance today. So here is that 1990 LA Lakers. So yeah, I got Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, James Worthy. There is AC Green, Michael Thompson, Magic Johnson, I believe, right here in the corner. That's kind of a right there. But doing some research, it looks like the exact same signature. And I think Vlade Divac is on there. Looking at the roster and trying to figure out names. There's one I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna figure this one. Who would this be? I can't even. I'm trying to look at the name to see if there's anybody on there that even kind of comes close. So it looks like there's a B in there, and there's no B. Sam Perkins, maybe. Huh, we'll see. Anyway, my 1990 LA Lakers. Coach Almquist and Coach Sayers, by the way, both were big Lakers fans. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. So yeah, you've got the divisional tournament starting up this week, and for the double A's, and on the Western Double A side of things, if we get to it, here we go. On the girls' side, the Capital Girls, number 1, will take on Big Sky. And then Glacier plays Helena High. Sentinel and Butte match up. And then Hellgate and Flathead. That's on the girls' side. Here's your boys' side. You've got Hellgate, Big Sky. Glacier, Helena High. Sentinel, Butte, Capital, Flathead. So there you go. That is your Double A Western roster or schedule for divisionals. That'll be played at Sentinel High School. I have not seen the Eastern Double A, so I'll get that tomorrow. So there you go. Let's see, what else did we want to hit on here? Great divisional games. Oh, the wow. Seriously, I feel like I'm Joe Biden today and can't learn words and sentences in cohesiveness. All right, challenge games tonight. We've got 4 of them. You've got Twin Bridges taking on Gardner tonight at 6:30 in Belgrade. That's on boys' side. 3 other divisionals tonight include Manhattan Christian Girls taking on My West Yellowstone Ladies in Ennis at 6:30. You have Freud Medicine Lake Girls in the Eastern C taking on Westby Granora in a challenge game. That one at Plentywood at 6. And then the Belt and Big Sandy Boys in Northern C will play at Great Falls at 5:30. So there you go. That, hopefully, I know earlier this afternoon, the road from Fort Benton to Great Falls was closed because you couldn't see, there was zero visibility. I'm not sure if that's still the case, if they've opened up that road again yet or not. But yeah, if Big Sandy can't get to Great Falls, what happens? If they can't play Belt, how does that work? Let's see. It's open. Okay, road is open, so that's good. Between Belt and Great Falls, it is open, but poor visibility. So safe travels to all of your divisional challenge games tonight across the state of Montana. You've got Frontier Conference basketball coming up this weekend. In fact, it starts tomorrow night with the quarterfinals. We'll talk about that here momentarily. And what else we got coming up tonight? We got a lot of other stuff to kind of chat about. Don't forget, get your nominations in. We got some really good ones coming in for the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And looking forward to, I've given you a couple of good ones, and I think you've given me some good ones as well. And just going from there. But I want to get so we talked about Rocky Ski Teams, a nomination. We talked about Les Meyer. We talked about the Grizz starting up fall camp or spring camp today. Wow. and the Missoula Lady Bruins. A couple of other Performance of the Week nominations. Get yours in. Jay Walker Sports on the Twitter. Facebook us. You can also email jasonwalkersports@gmail.com. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and when we do, Frontier Basketball. We'll step front and center. That last segment Maya Hansen's buzzer beater for Billings Central to beat Havre, or to send it to overtime, and then Central girls beat Havre in the semifinals, denying Havre a divisional championship for the second straight year. Sentinel got it last year and this year, but Maya Hansen, who transferred from Laurel to Billings Central to play basketball. Anyway, she hit a great shot from straight away top of the key to send it to overtime Friday night in the semifinals, and then the Ram girls won it in Central girls won it in Saturday night, won divisional. So there's another nominee. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. This last segment, by the way, was brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn in Helena. Frontier Conference playoffs start tomorrow. We'll dissect them next.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Monday on the Jason Walker Show, having a good time. Hope you are as well. So we were talking about karaoke coming up the end of the month at Green Meadow Country Club. And little bit earlier today, and I thought of so I was driving around last week, and Hotel California came on the radio, and I'm like, this is a great song. And it's hard to sing. But I found myself not only singing it, but breaking out like a heavy death metal version of Hotel California. Just driving around Helena in my truck singing death metal to Hotel California. And I thought, we need a version of this. I need to hear a version. And I'm not going to do it because I'm not. But can you imagine like Nine Inch Nails or Rage Against the Machine or Bad Wolves or somebody breaking out like a screaming Hotel California version? I think that'd be fantastic. Yeah. Anyway, Frontier Conference playoffs get going this weekend. We'll talk about them in a second. And you've heard me for a while talking about Manscaped. And the new trimmer has just been released. The Lawnmower 3.0 is now available. It's a third generation trimmer featuring a cutting-edge ceramic blade to prevent manscaping accidents. Millions of our good friends are going to be nick-free thanks to Manscaped's advanced skin-safe technology. And it's premium. It will last up to 90 minutes, so you can take a longer shave. Check this out. Hold on, where's it at? I've got it right here. It's quiet, and it's got an LED light, which illuminates the grooming area for a closer, more precise trim. The 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology, yeah, it's good. And the charging stand as well. Show your mower off loud and proud because of the intelligently designed stand is a rapid charging dock powered by USB. But the light thing is cool. If you're listening to me right now, you are one of the first to hear about this life-changing product. I want you to experience it firsthand for yourself. Okay? So get online, manscaped.com. You'll get 20% off and free shipping. Use the code WALKER20. That is 20% off and free shipping using the code WALKER20 at manscaped.com. Walker, WALKER 20, WALKER20 at manscaped.com. All right, Frontier playoffs get going this weekend. And it's actually, I keep saying this weekend, but it's tomorrow night. The men will go first this year. And the number 1 seed LC State Warriors have a bye. They will play on Friday night against the lowest remaining seed of these 3 games, which are tomorrow night, all at 7 o'clock. You'll have 7th seed Rocky at the 2 seed Carroll College men. Western is the 6th seed at number 3 seed Providence. And then the Northern men are at Tech in the 5-4 game. Semifinals will be Friday night. Championship a week from today, Monday at 7 p.m., probably at Lewiston, Idaho. The Frontier women's schedule gets going Wednesday, and you'll have the 7th seed, MSU Northern, at the 2 seed, the defending national champs, UM Western. UM Western was tied with Carroll and needed a win Saturday night to secure the 1 seed. But LC State got 25 points from Kiera Burledge from Columbia Falls to knock off the defending champs at Dillon, dropping Western to the 2 seed, giving Carroll the number 1 overall seed and the bye until Saturday's semifinals. So you got Northern at Western, and then the 6th seed is Montana Tech at the 3 seed LC State. And then the 5 seed Providence plays at the 4 seed Rocky. Those women's games will be Wednesday night, all at 7 o'clock, which means 8 o'clock here for LC's game. So Carroll won't know its opponent until late Saturday night because you got to wait for that LC Tech game to end in case there's an upset, which there will not be. All right, so I'm going to give you my winners. Frontier men, Tuesday. Carroll will beat Rocky. It'll be close, but Carroll will beat Rocky. You'll have Providence over Western, another close game, but Providence should end up pulling away late. And then that 5-4 game, Tech hosting Northern, is very intriguing to me. I am liking it, and I think I got to go with the Tech men. So I'm picking the home teams. I'm going to go chalk on the men. Carroll, Providence, and Tech. And if that holds true, then you'll have Tech out at LC and then Providence and Carroll matching up Friday night in the Pease Center. But everybody's got to win Tuesday to make that happen. On the women's side, and then I think the LC State men win the conference tournament championship a week from tonight. On the women's side, Western is going to win that first round matchup over Northern. Northern's just so shorthanded. I feel so bad for Chris Mowat. Best 3 players, none of them can stay healthy. Western, though, a little struggle on of its own because we talked last week, Shannon Worcester no longer with the team. And I heard some things I will not share, but I did hear some things about why she, the senior, no longer on the team. LC State hosting Tech. I'm going to take LC State in that one. Tech has got a couple of individual good players, not a great team. Tavia Rooney, freshman of the year, is a stud. And you know how I love Mesa Williams from White Sulphur Springs. And then Providence at Rocky is a good one. I'm gonna pick Rocky at home, but it'll be a close one. And then I think the championship for the women will be Carroll and Western. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pick Carroll and LC for the championship for the women's, which will be a week from tomorrow night, March 10th. That's what I think. And then it's up in the air. I think Carroll wins it. They're just playing really good team basketball right now. Sienna Swanik is unbelievable right now. She's always been great. So there's your Frontier matchups that I've got. All right, let's get to your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And there were some good ones. Good nominations that came in. Some of them late, but some good ones. How about Livingston? Belgrade, I'm sorry. Wow. Belgrade boys snapping a long losing streak. And it's their first victory against a Class AA opponent since they moved up to the AA this year. And they knocked off Billings Senior with 1.8 seconds to play. Tate Bowler got a layup to get the win. That's a good one. We talked about Trevor Swanson's 24 points, and then he had 20 as well against Glacier the night before, so he had 44-point weekend. Let's see here. We mentioned the hockey. Oh, good stuff. Also, Dawson Community College. Some great stuff in divisionals. We got a Maya Hansen nod. We've got a Riley Spoonhunter nod, who had 22 for Browning in the Western A's. Let's see. A couple of other nominations coming in. Aiden McDaniel helping Belt to third place over Chinook. And this is in boys. Manhattan Christian rolled over Gardner. 27 for Josiah Amonrud. Girls, some good stuff. There's just great basketball being played right now. You have 31 for Lexi Deedon from Missoula Sentinel. She's going to be a future Bobcat. How about the Bobcat women? 17 wins in conference play. The most ever in the Big Sky. Brad Seahose, our good friend from Harlem, had 21 in a game over the weekend. So you had some 31, a couple of 29ers, a couple 27s. So some good basketball still being played. I got to go with this, though. Here's your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Dawson Community College winning the Region 13 crown for the first time in 49 years. A 96-95 win over Miles Community College Saturday night to win the Region 13 championship for the first time in nearly 5 decades. Love it. Congratulations. A free throw from Cameron Dunphy with 5 seconds to go. The second, he missed the first, but made the second. And Dawson now heads off to Indian Hills Community College in Iowa to play on Thursday. Good luck to Dawson. So as your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, let's get to On This Day in History. It is brought to you by The Motherlode Sports Bar, Casino, and Restaurant. Don't forget, sports gambling will start up this month and soon coming to The Motherlode Sports Bar, and big TVs coming as well, like 75-inch TV to The Motherlode. On this day in 1874, the National Association of Professional Baseball Players officially adopted the batter's box. How about that? 1962, there is a big basketball day. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points, the most ever in an NBA game. The Warriors beat the Knicks 169-147. He was 36 of 63 from the field and hit 28 of 32 from the free throw line. 1969, Boston center Phil Esposito became the first player in NHL history to record 100 points in a season. 2019, Roger Federer, he of the 20-time Grand Slam wins, got his 100th ATP Tour title. And Dubai, there's a couple of other things. Thomas Walsh died on this date in 1933. You're asking yourself, who is Thomas Walsh? He was a U.S. Senator from Montana. He was born in Wisconsin. Interesting how that was okay in the 30s, but it's not okay to be born elsewhere and move to Montana to become a senator or anything today. Anyway, 1939, Howard Carter died. He was an archaeologist. He was the guy that found King Tut's tomb. 1940, the first televised intercollegiate track meet was seen in New York City. NYU won the meet live at Madison Square Garden. 1940, Seabiscuit won the Santa Anita Handicaps in his final race ever, 1940. And 1963, happy birthday to Tuff Hedeman, the bull rider, PRCA champ in 86, 89, and 91, PBR championship in 95. He was born on this date in El Paso, Texas. Tuff Hedeman turned 57 today. His face turned 25. There you go. That is on this day in history, brought to you by the Motherlode Sports Bar, Casino, and Restaurant. All right, time for the walk-off now. Let's get to the fancy, cool music and all of that fun stuff, and then we'll get us on out of here. Oh, yeah.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Not much we missed. The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco and had a great Monday. Guy Almquist talked about divisionals. If you missed anything from today's show, go to jasonwalkershow.com. You can also download and watch anything. You can go to Spotify. You can go to Google. You can go to the Apple iTunes Store, whatever it's called. You can go literally anywhere. And also, the main thing, jasonwalkershow.com. Tomorrow, we're going to talk some wrestling with Hayden Schroll. We'll talk to him tomorrow, University of Providence wrestler, and a whole lot more. Hope you had a great Monday. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4. Jason Walker Show. Bye.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.
Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner. So now Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner. So now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.